everyone, it's Elizabeth, and today I had to pull a lot of tomatoes from the garden as a result of a lot of rain yesterday. So when it rains, you get a lot of splitting with tomatoes. Here, I'll do a close-up of Irish candy. And as you can see, a lot of them, this is going to be sliced and put in the fridge. This is a super sweet cherry tomato, and I can't tell you how sweet it is. It really is a candy tomato. Here beside it, I have Amish salad, which is a good producer. It's just a bit bigger than a cherry tomato, full flavor. I'll just take you through some of them that I've been growing this year. Here's Porter. Now, I haven't watered any of my tomatoes this year, just relying on the weather and good mulch. So I'm sure if I watered them, as we had a very little rain this year, they probably would be a lot better in producing. Over here, we have two currants. We have yellow currant and Hawaiian red currant. These are pea-sized tomatoes. I don't grow these with my other tomatoes. These are grown in the front of the yard on the side of the house, far away from my tomatoes, as I was told not to grow currant tomatoes with your tomatoes. They might cross and it wouldn't be good. So here's a sample of two different kinds, yellow currant and Hawaiian red currant. We'll take you over here. Here's black tomato. Now, last year I grew black giant. I got the seeds from Garden Web, from somebody who was offering them up, and I grew it out just to see, and this is what black looked like. Now, it's not as big as black giant, but it is a black tomato, and just giving you a good look at what it looks like. It's not a small tomato, it's a fair-sized tomato. And okay, we'll go over here. This is a cherry tomato. It's a good keeper. Good keeper tomato means that you can take the vine and you can hang it in your basement and the tomatoes will keep for some time. Some kind of good keepers can keep for several months. Now, the seeds from this came right from Italy. A friend ordered them, and this is the name of it. It's an Italian cherry tomato, and lots of flavor. Over here, which I really love, is Moneymaker. Now, Moneymaker is coming off the vine every day in large amounts. Too many for me to keep up with. I'm freezing them, and nice, round, good-sized tomato. Here's one that I got from Garden Web with a pepper and tomato swap last year. This was an extra, and this is Ace 55. Now, what a perfectly round, full flavor tomato. Very nice, Ace 55. We'll move over here to Hawaiian pineapple. Now, this is my first year growing this, and it's a very tasty, sweet, large tomato. I guess bigger than average sized tomato. And as you can see, it has different colors. There's yellow and red and mixed together. It's really pretty. Here's another one, the black tomato. Now, I have two kinds. I have this one and I have Black Russian. Now, they do have a little bit of a different flavor. Black Russian is a bigger producer for me, and that could be just as how I'm growing it. And this tomato, one of them, this one is a little bit more pointy at the end. That's the only difference I can really tell you, that it's not as round, whereas this one, it's really round. So here's one that I got from a garden friend, and it was supposed to be green zebra, but to me it looks like red zebra, and it's not producing as great for me this year, so I'm not so sure I'm going to grow it again. We'll move on over here. Now, this is a cherry-sized beefsteak, full flavor. I am so impressed with this tomato. Here's the name of it, and just tiny little tomatoes, beefsteak, and full flavor, and it's a big producer. Every day I'm taking lots and lots of these little tiny beefsteak tomatoes off the vine. Here we'll go on to regular leaf brandywine. Now, I grew this, I got the seeds from a garden friend, and I didn't know it was a regular leaf potato, brandywine. And as you can see, it's fairly round. And I'll take you over to brandywine that I got from Garden Web with a tomato and pepper seed trade. And this was in a mix with yellow brandywine and red brandywine mixed together. So I grew it out, and this is what I got, these huge size brandywine tomatoes. And it is a potato leaf, and they're huge. Like, this might be almost 2 pounds, this one tomato, and I'd been giving them away to friends. They're just huge, gorgeous, full flavor, just lovely. And if I can get the yellow ones to grow from that seed mix next year, I'm going to be so delighted. Here we'll move on to another tomato that's also very big. It's a Pollock pleated. Now this is my first year growing this. I just love the shape, how it's all pleated. I think it's just beautiful, beautiful tomato. Here I also forgot to include some little pepper plants that I grew, and this one's called Pretty in Purple. Now as you can see, it's Pretty in Purple. There's 2 plants in this one little pot, and it's a pretty little plant. I was going to plant it out in the front flower bed, but I was just afraid that the little ones would be picking the peppers. So, and here's another one that I got seeds for 2 years ago, and it's Aurora pepper. Now this is pretty. It's not very big, and but it's got a lot of color. And again, this could be planted out like Pretty in Purple. It's a small pepper plant, and it's just lovely, just pretty to look at with all the different colors. The colors are starting to become more red now as the pods are getting mature, and they're not very big, but just gives you an idea of another pepper plant that I forgot. And as we go through the tomatoes, every day I'm harvesting more and more. I just can't keep up with all the different ones. Delicious is growing in my garden this year, and boy, that is one big round tomato. Just impressed with it. So each day I have different ones to collect. I didn't collect all the kinds that I grew this year, but this is what I got today from the garden, and we'll see what tomorrow brings me. Again, I just love tomatoes and peppers, and boy, so I gotta get some cooking going on here. And thanks for watching my video. Elizabeth in Canada. Bye for now.